I've traveled close to 40 countries and every continent except Antarctica in the last decade. But you see, those numbers don't really matter. The number of passport stamps I've been able to collect, the number of landmarks I've been able to see all over the world, they're not what's most meaningful to me when it comes to all of my travels. The true essence of it all has been and always will be the people.
Happy birthday, oh, dear Jonathan.
How you doing back there?
We're doing.
Hey everyone, my name is John Santiago. If you're new around here, I am the creator behind this channel, World of Nuance. And in this video, you're gonna get to know me a little bit better. And I'm gonna explain to you why people, not places, define the travel experience for me. Approaching a stranger is not something that comes natural to most people. That is not something that comes natural for me. In fact, it's taken me years and years of work to get better at that through constant exposure to all different kinds of situations. And many of those situations have come within the context of travel. You see, the majority of the best experiences that I've had on the road and in life in general have always come when I've decided to power through that initial feeling of discomfort you feel before you meet someone new. I think we all know what feeling I'm talking about here. It's that feeling you feel when you see somebody who sparks your curiosity in some way. Maybe they're reading a book that you read and you want to know their opinion on it. You want to strike up a conversation with them, but you just have that slight hesitation. It's because you're overthinking those consequences of what might happen when you take that leap. When I've managed to overcome that, the richest experiences tend to unfold with these people who just a day ago or a moment ago or an hour ago were complete strangers. So let me give you an example. I spent the better part of 2023 living in Guanajuato. It's this city in central Mexico that has this endless fiesta-like atmosphere. I'm totally serious, I kid you not. There is an event happening there every single weekend. In fact, if you want proof, I made a video about it, which you can check out in the description down below. Anyways, one weekend, there happened to be this huge wine festival going on, Catando Mexico, featuring over 40 different wineries from all over Mexico, including Baja California. So I ended up buying a ticket. It was $70 for 2 nights, all you can drink. I remember going out on night one, just browsing, checking out all the booths that I could, trying a little bit of wine here, trying a little bit of wine there. And then I stopped by this one winery and struck up a conversation with the representatives there. It just clicked. Javier, the guy who was working at the booth, and his girlfriend, Andrea, spoke fluent English, which was great. But then on top of that, he had actually told me that he went to UC Davis, the University of California, Davis, had attended their enology and viticulture program, which is one of the best in the country. And so when he mentioned that, I was like, I went to UC Davis. And so we really hit it off. He was pouring a lot of wine too, that helps.
To try another one?
Yeah, I would.
Do you like blends?
I'll try it.
Or
I'll try all of them actually. Funny thing happens is that Javier brings up, hey, you know, it's my birthday this weekend and we're actually celebrating with a barbecue. I'm gonna cook some things. It's happening at Andrea's mom's house back in our hometown of Querétaro. You know, you're welcome to come with us if you want to. You can even stay with us for as long as you like. So, of course, I ended up saying yes.
¿Te vas a burlar de mí?
yeah.
Don't make fun of me.
No. We're just gonna showcase your knife skills with the steak knife. Are you gonna cut this too?
No.
Like you still have another half
No.
of an onion to go.
Oh my god, no.
So what's the sauce? What is the marinade, do you know?
I think it's like black sauces, like you know Maggi and things like that. Garlic.
Okay.
Maybe soy sauce.
And then we had, what is it? You made some Michelin.
Yeah, it's called clamato with beer, clamacheve.
Clamachevre.
Yeah, cheve
Yeah.
is in the north we call cheve beer.
Cheve?
Cheve, like cerveza cheve. It's like a
Oh.
yeah, and clama from the clamato. So
Okay.
it's clamacheve.
you asked for this, and there you go. We're making adobo from the Philippines.
Good?
Very hot.
Stove.
La comida ya está y tenemos que aguantar.
How is it?
It melts.
And so at the end of this impromptu trip, as Andrea and Javier were driving me to the bus station so that I could catch my bus back to Guanajuato, I ended up reflecting with them on just the whole experience and why they decided to invite this complete stranger who they didn't even know a few days prior over to their house for this fun and intimate little celebration.
So have you ever had a situation like this
No.
where you just met someone?
No,
Hey,
no,
come and
no,
stay
no.
here today.
I told you that my mother-in-law,
Yeah.
her mother was like, she was laughing like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? What do you mean you just met a guy and you're gonna take him to your house? She was laughing, you know. But this is the first time
We
I
have
do
invited
this.
some other people, but they didn't come.
I let the vibe speak, you know. If someone like is good, of course, you know. Don't think we're like this with all the people.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful, you know, who
Of
you take
course.
into your house, you know. But your vibe was like really nice.
You know, when I travel, a lot of people, if I tell people about experiences like this, because I have friends or family who'll be like, what the fuck? You just met those people and you just went with them
Really?
to their house and stayed there? Like,
And in
weren't
Mexico,
you afraid? Like, what if they like might kill you or something? Or-
make adobo.
yeah. I tell people like, well, you know that trust has to go both ways because it's not.
That's what I mean.
You're just thinking about it from like if you were in my shoes, thinking like, well, what if somebody's gonna come after me?
Yeah, and you know what? This gives hope. There is good people, you know.
Yeah.
It's not only bad people in the world, and you can see it's not only narcos and bad things going on. There's good Mexicans too.
Okay. Well, good meeting you.
Same. Have
glad.
a nice trip.
Yeah, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the adobo.
Yeah, of course.
Sure, we will.
Okay, take care.
I'm gonna tell you, that experience was special. It was one of my favorite experiences during my whole trip there. And it teaches me something. It reminds me of something, actually. And that is that travel can open you up to the best of humanity. You get to see people at their most hospitable and their most kind. And usually they happen in these situations that are most unexpected. And it gives you hope for what actually exists out there in the world. You know, in recent years, I have noticed a change in my own personal travel patterns. Instead of trying to jet off to brand new corners of the globe, I find myself returning to places that I've already been. Why, you might ask? Well, it's because of the friends that I've made along the way. Getting to catch up with these people makes return trips feel like this totally different layer of travel that you don't get to experience when you're visiting somewhere new. Not long ago, I found myself revisiting Colombia. It was a country that I actually called home for about 5 months in 2018. And while I was there, I got to catch up with a handful of old friends, starting with my friend Carlos, who you may remember from the video that I posted last week. I actually shared a little bit of his wisdom that he taught me about getting older.
Well, you don't think you get to a certain age, but you get to it. As like anything else, you gotta, your life's something you should plan. It's gonna come. What happens, we live for the moment a lot. A lot of people live for the moment. Well, I'm gonna enjoy this now, I'll charge it. Then they get into debt. And to cover up their issues with debt, they'll charge you into another trip. So they'll just build over and over. You just gotta have a long-term vision.
And if you want to go and watch that, I've got a link to that video down in the description below. I also got to catch up with my friend Ana Maria. She's an old friend that I made through a language exchange we both attended in Medellin. Managed to stay in contact all this time. You know, we text each other, we have calls every now and then, but nothing substitutes that experience of getting to hang out and spend time with each other in person. Since I had left Colombia, she actually had returned back to her hometown of Bogota, which is where we caught up. The biggest update in her life was that she was in a long-term relationship with her boyfriend Juan, who actually at the time of this video is now her fiance. So congratulations to Ana and Juan, and it was wonderful to meet him and to just see how far she's actually come since the last time I saw her. The last friend I got to see was another Ana Maria, actually. We met back at a hostel in Santa Marta. She was actually working as the manager there and I was a guest. I remember at the time when we first met, she had ambitions to start her own thing. And so here we are several years later and she did it. She runs a catering company in Bogota and she also runs a Korean food cart. I'm gonna film it with the light. Okay.
Now you broke the sticker. This one doesn't work. Anything? You pull here. Here. And you.
It's one thing to see somebody have a dream, and it's another thing to see that person bring that dream into reality. When I look back at all my travels, there is one thing that I am certain of. What ends up really having an impact is the stories about the people that you meet. So if there's one thing I hope that you take away, it's this. Just say hello. Trust me, you are not going to regret it. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you haven't already, I would love for you to share what you enjoyed most. All comments are welcome. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to World of Nuance if you haven't already. Take care and I hope to see you next time.